Did I ever tell you the definition of
Nuzlocke challenge?
The Nuzlocke is a pretty popular challenge run within the Pokemon community. It says that any Pokemon that faints during a fight must be freed and cannot be used again. On top of that, you're only allowed to catch a limited amount of Pokemon and can never restart the game from a save or checkpoint, along with a few other rules. This has a huge effect on the playthrough, as it not only makes the game harder, but also more intense, as you could easily fail the challenge with no point of return. To my knowledge, this kind of challenge is mostly limited to the Pokemon games, and perhaps some other RPGs. Since I really like the concept of this challenge, I was wondering if you could apply the core rule set to games of different genres. Of course, the first thing that came to mind were racing games. Now, racing games, as you might know, do not feature any Pokemon. So I took the idea to the scribbling board, gave it some thought, and was surprised that, albeit with a few adjustments, you technically can run a Nuzlocke in a racing game. For this instance, I took Most Wanted to act as a guinea pig. The first major rule of a Nuzlocke is that you cannot use any Pokemon that has fainted in a fight and is considered dead. So how do we translate this rule into racing games? It's surprisingly simple. Any race that I lose, or if the game has any other lose conditions such as getting busted by the cops, I need to sell or forfeit my car. The next rule on the list says that you are only allowed to catch the very first Pokemon you encounter on the route you are currently on. In racing game terms, this basically means that I am only allowed to buy one new car every so often. This rule can be flexible, as you would need to define for each game when exactly you are allowed to buy a car. For Most Wanted in this instance, I am only allowed to buy a new car after every blacklist member. Once I start a race or a pursuit, the window of purchase has expired and I need to beat another blacklist member to buy one. The third rule is essentially an extension of the previous one and says that you are only allowed to use Pokemon that you have caught yourself. For Most Wanted, however, this means I am not allowed to use any blacklist cars should I win their pink slips. Another rule in the Nuzlocke states that you must give a nickname to every Pokemon you catch in order to strengthen your bond with them. Since you can't usually give any nicknames to your cars in-game, the next best thing I could come up with is that you must customize every car you want to use. To be more exact, you need to apply at least a full body kit, a spoiler, different rims, and a new color. And lastly, the final core rule of a Nuzlocke states that you cannot restart the game at any point, as it would trivialize the whole challenge. This, thankfully, can be easily implemented for our Nuzlocke run. So should I lose a position and approach the finish line in second, I have to end the race and feel the consequences. The Nuzlocke challenge can have a number of additional rules you can apply to your own liking, but for now I decided to stick with these 5 core rules. Going with Most Wanted, I felt pretty confident, as I know the game like the back of my hand and have played it countless of times over the years. Will it really be the cakewalk that I anticipated, or will I fail miserably? Time to find out. Alright, let's just start. Let's see if we can even survive the prologue. Because if I lose the prologue, I have to start all over again. Yeah, this is a race where technically, yes, I lose the race and I lose the car, so yeah, technically the challenge is over. Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever, man. Okay, so I did get extra money from Underground 2. Dude, I'm gonna take the gold. I think this is gonna be tough. Why is everyone writing Cobalt or Kunto? Oh, god damn it. You guys voted Cobalt, so Cobalt it is. Alright, out we go. Let's hope I don't lose it immediately. I will definitely try to stay clear of the speed trap races, because those tend to be the most bullshit. Like, they stick pretty close to you on this one. Uh-oh. You've got to be kidding me, man. Bro, stop! No, what the... Motherfucker, man! Almost ended the run right there. I'm beginning to think the Cobalt maybe was the best choice. Oh, shit. Okay, now we need to challenge the cops. So for now we're in condition 1. Shouldn't be too difficult. Alright, GG. Wasn't that hard. So, Sonny. Challenge, let's go. And after Sonny we can buy our first car. I'm just not sure if I want it. But this is now, you know, an actual blacklist race. You know, this is kind of how the story makes it up to be. Where, you know, you put your car on the line, or both drivers put their cars on the line, and, you know, it's a one-on-one race. Whoever loses has to give up their car. Today we're playing Most Wanted as Black Box intended. But yeah, like, honestly, the first couple of hours in the game are probably the most crucial. Because right now I only have one car, so if I lose, the challenge is over. I need to start over again. But later on, you know, when we have like a few cars, I think we can allow like a few mistakes. But in the beginning, this is like, you know, most crucial. The drag races. Yeah, I didn't think of those. Okay. True. Yeah, I mean, if I wreck my car in the drag race, it's gone. I mean, we can just say that. Because that counts as a loss. Alright, first race against Sonny, we got it. Mostly drag races and speed traps, those are gonna be the most dangerous ones. Also cops when we get late into the game. Speed breaker disabled during the challenge. Yeah, someone had the idea to also disable speed breaker and nitrous. If you want to do that, go for it. I just want to stick to like the main base rules, but I mean you could obviously come up with many rules to make this even harder on yourself. Alright, but it seems like the second race against Sonny pretty much got that one in the bag. Goodbye, Sonny. Boom. Alright, so here's the thing with the markers. I think one of them is gonna be the performance markers. Problem is, if I put the performance parts, the special Junkman performance parts, onto a car, and then I lose that car, I'm gonna be very mad. I'm gonna be very mad. I think the first one is just brakes, right? Yeah, we can probably skip that one. I'd rather go for 2 random bonus markers. Got the pink slip. We can't use that, as the rules say. We cannot use Sonny's Golf, and we got some cash. That is exactly what I was looking for, actually. That extra cash should make it possible for us to actually buy a safety car. So in we go. Let's see if I can even afford it. I can afford both. The A3 is a bit cheaper. The thing is, I also need to buy upgrades for the Cobalt, guys. It's more about just having a car available right now. Let's get the A3, go back to the garage, and upgrade the Cobalt. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy NOS, honestly. I can only afford one of these. Alright, now we're at least not on the verge of completely losing this challenge, which is definitely a lot better than before. Oh, God damn it. Messed up the start. So tow booths are probably the ones I will be looking at first and foremost. Then after that, I think honestly circuits. I think circuits are a bit more safe than the sprint, because a sprint race has less room for error. So like if I mess up in a sprint race, the chances of me actually losing the race are a lot higher. Whereas when I do a circuit race and I mess up in, let's say, the second lap, I still have a third lap. So I think those are the ones I'll be focusing on. Circuits and tow booths. Yeah, we're gonna be forced to do a few drag races. I can obviously avoid drag races like the plague, and I think I will. Just to minimize our chance to lose a car. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have to be doing a few drag races within blacklist races and blacklist challenges, and those I gotta be fucking on top of my game, man. From this point on, it was mostly smooth sailing. We beat Taz, then Vic, then actually bought and switched to a Clio while also selling the A3 I bought earlier. Then went on to beat Izzy as well as Big Lou, and this is where the trouble started. He's gonna be the first one who's actually dangerous, because he has a drag race, which I have been trying my best to avoid. Time for Baron. This I'm scared, man. I'm honestly scared. So first race should be not a big deal, the sprint, but the drag, avoided them like a plague. But this time, we gotta do it. Okay, don't hit the trees here. I'm gonna take the outside. Alright, I think we got it. Yeah, the top speed on the Clio is just shit, man. Okay, we've now reached a very crucial part of the run. The first not skippable drag race against Baron. This has to be a flawless run, and I do not know the traffic pattern. It has to be a flawless run. I can't hit a car, and I have to win. It has to be a first try win. Come on, my little Clio. You can do it. You and I. sort of nailed the shifts. Get that fucking truck out of the way. No. How the fuck are you supposed to beat him, man? Oh, shit, dude. I don't want to give up my Clio, man. It did so well. Well, gotta sell it, man. It's in the rules. So I have 83,000. From that money, I will buy a new car. Well, what should I get, man? Think the Evo is any good? Alright, Evo. You have to carry the legacy of the Clio. I'm not sure if I can buy all the upgrades. The thing is, I have to customize it too. How about a yellow Evo? Yellow Evo. They say yellow Evos are fast. So performance-wise, right off the bat, honestly, it doesn't seem faster than the Clio. So let's try this again. I'm broke, so if I lose this again, we're gonna have a problem if I lose this again. Oh shit, not the trees. I'm back, bitch. But this car sucks. This car really sucks. No chance, man. Absolutely no chance. Get the fuck out of my garage. How much money do I have? 22,000. Ah, man, dude, I have to use the fucking Cobalt. It's now or never. Let's go, Cobalt. Show them what you got. It is actually genuinely faster than the Evo, so I honestly think we got a reasonable shot here. Run, boy. Run, Cobalt. You need to run. Dude, look at Baron, dude. He's in the middle of nowhere, man. Cobalt actually clapping him, man. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Cobalt. Let's beat his ass. Beat his ass. Dude. It's GG, boys. It's GG. That was the most embarrassing loss I've seen in my entire life. It was fun, though. It was really fun playing Most Wanted like this and just completely messing up. But we learned a lot of valuable lessons today, which I will definitely remember when we do this again, because I will definitely try this again at some point. So yeah, I will definitely try this again at some point. If you are watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little challenge. And I'll be back. I'll be back and I'll be taking my revenge on Baron. Thanks for watching. See you guys.